For thousands of years, Egypt stood as the shining crown of human civilization. The land of pyramids, the Nile, and mighty pharaohs shaped history in ways the world still remembers. But no empire lasts forever. When the age of the ancient pharaohs reached its final breath, Egypt entered a period of dramatic change that completely transformed its identity. What truly happened to Egypt after the pharaohs? This is the untold story of how the world's oldest kingdom moved from ancient glory into a new age. By the 4th century BC, Egypt had weakened internally. The grandeur of the pyramids and temples still stood tall, but the political structure that once held the nation together was falling apart. Years of internal conflicts, invasions, and economic pressure had drained the empire. Egypt, which once ruled from the deserts of Nubia to the Mediterranean, was no longer able to protect itself. In 332 BC, a young warrior from Macedonia, Alexander the Great, marched into Egypt. Surprisingly, he was welcomed as a liberator. Egyptians were tired of the previous Persian rule, and Alexander respected their religion, their gods, and their traditions. In the Siwa oasis, priests declared him the son of Amun, giving him the symbolic title of an Egyptian pharaoh. This moment signaled the end of native Egyptian rule. Egypt now entered the Hellenistic world. After Alexander's sudden death, his empire was divided among his generals. Egypt went to Ptolemy, founding the Ptolemaic dynasty. These rulers were Greek by blood, but Egyptian by title. They wore the crowns of the pharaohs, participated in ancient ceremonies, and built temples in the traditional style, yet the essence of their rule was Greek. The city of Alexandria flourished as a center of trade, knowledge, and culture. Here stood the legendary Library of Alexandria, the greatest collection of human knowledge ever assembled. Despite its brilliance, the Ptolemaic era was full of palace conspiracies. Brothers and sisters fought violently for the throne. In this storm of betrayal rose a powerful and intelligent queen, Cleopatra VII. She was the last and perhaps the most iconic ruler of ancient Egypt. Cleopatra was determined to protect Egypt's independence. She formed alliances with Julius Caesar and later Mark Antony, hoping to stand against the Roman Empire. But Rome's power was unmatched. After Cleopatra and Antony were defeated at the Battle of Actium, Egypt's ancient sovereignty ended. In 30 BC, with Cleopatra's death, Egypt officially became a province of the Roman Empire. The line of ancient pharaohs disappeared forever. Yet Egypt's cultural and economic importance for Rome was immense. Egyptian grain kept the Roman population alive. The Nile's fertile lands were the empire's most valuable agricultural resource. Under Roman rule, Egyptians lived under heavy taxation. Their temples and old traditions continued, but gradually weakened. Roman architecture and laws took over. Over time, a new belief began spreading quietly across Egypt: Christianity. By the 1st century AD, Christian teachings were being preached across the land. Egyptians, tired of Roman oppression, found solace in this new faith. Christianity spread rapidly, especially among the common people. By the 3rd and 4th centuries AD, Christianity became the dominant religion. This shift brought immense cultural change. Ancient temples dedicated to Isis, Osiris, Horus, and Amun began to decline. Statues and sacred symbols were destroyed or abandoned. The ancient religion that had lasted over 3,000 years dissolved silently into history. Egypt was no longer the land of pharaohs. It was now a Christian nation. At the same time, the great Library of Alexandria suffered multiple tragedies. Wars, political conflict, and religious tensions slowly destroyed it, piece by piece. With it, the world lost priceless knowledge of science, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. Egypt entered a period where its ancient wisdom faded into oblivion. In 395 AD, the Roman Empire split into two. Egypt became part of the Eastern Roman, or Byzantine Empire. Though Christian, the Byzantines imposed heavy taxes and harsh control. Egyptian Christians, known as Copts, felt oppressed under Byzantine authority. Religious conflicts deepened, weakening the empire's hold on Egypt. Then, in 641 AD, a major turning point arrived. Muslim Arab armies led by Amr ibn al-As entered Egypt. Many Egyptians, frustrated with Byzantine rule, welcomed the new conquerors. The arrival of Islam reshaped Egypt. Arabic became the official language, replacing centuries of Egyptian and Greek linguistic heritage. Islam became the main religion, though Coptic Christianity remained strong. Cairo was founded and soon became a major center of knowledge, architecture, and trade. Under Islamic rule, Egypt became part of a vast cultural and economic network stretching from Spain to Persia. Egypt's identity changed again, but the traces of its ancient past remained in its deserts, temples, and monuments. For more than 1,000 years after the fall of the pharaohs, Egypt's ancient world slept under layers of sand. It wasn't until 1799 that the mystery began to unravel again. French soldiers discovered the Rosetta Stone, a carved slab containing the same text in Greek and ancient Egyptian scripts. This discovery allowed scholars to decode hieroglyphics for the first time. The ancient voices of Egypt finally spoke again. Throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, archaeologists uncovered temples, tombs, mummies, and entire forgotten cities. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 shocked the world and renewed global fascination with ancient Egypt. What had once been forgotten now became the pride of a nation. Modern Egypt carries the weight of all these eras: Pharaonic, Greek, Roman, Christian, and Islamic. The pyramids and temples stand as symbols of its deepest roots. The Arabic language and Islamic culture reflect its later evolution. Christianity remains a vibrant part of its identity. Egypt today is a unique blend of ancient mystery and modern civilization. The age of the pharaohs ended long ago, but their legacy continues to shape Egypt's spirit. Their monuments remain alive. Their stories continue to amaze. And even though the ancient rulers vanished, Egypt itself never died. It evolved, transformed, and rose again as one of the most remarkable civilizations in human history.